Shalom. We're the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, starting out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Hunter. We teach that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the 12 lost tribes according to the Bible, which are the real Jews. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group, Muslim mosque, or Christian organization. You know, we're the home of the truth. We'll teach Officer Ashaya Allah today, and today is a history class. And the history class is behind bad parenting in Halloween. And I know it sounds funny and it's kind of self-explanatory, but let me say it again. Bad parenting at Halloween.
Right.
Parents say we don't worship these holidays for the reason why the oppressors say we worship these holidays. But you have to understand, all through society when it comes to Christianity finds ways to tweak and shape words to where everybody can be accepted into some type of culture or some type of doctrine. So even though you say you don't worship Halloween for the wickedness, what are you doing it for? Because Christianity will allow you to say, you don't have to do it for wickedness. You can do it for your own thing. But that's how they get you, because they make you feel as if, be free. It's like, yeah, be free. Be free to do whatever you want to do. And even more so to that, when it comes to bad parenting and Halloween, Christianity has their hands in it. Catholicism has their hands in it, and the Celtics have their hand in it. All of this, all in one. And the Bible clearly speaks on behalf of, stay away from all parents of evil, or don't turn your children over to the fire. The dead has no the dead has no what? No wisdom. You can't like talk to the dead or whatever. Right. But Halloween is the time of the year to where parents tell kids, this is the only time you should feel comfortable and free to go up to a stranger that's passing out candy out of a van, or knocking on a door at 10:30 at night, 1 o'clock on the East Coast at night, and to go retrieve candy. But if you didn't know, when it comes to trick or treat, that whole ritual is wickedness, which I'm gonna get into it. But again, a parent that tells a child, don't talk to strangers, or if don't indulge with adult men. Don't do certain things like that, around certain guys or certain females, or don't go to house parties and do drugs. What is the difference when you throw your kids out to the wolves in the middle of the dark and you're not even a parent to chaperone? Because in the Black household, in the Hispanic and Native Indian household, we got to fear Uncle Larry that has a bad reputation of sexually attacking our nieces and nephews. We make sure that our children stay away from them. But meanwhile, we dress our kids up into costumes around other sick, bastards in costumes, and we can't even make out who these people are.
Right.
So that's the bad parenting, right along with Halloween. So me going into this, if you got anything, God, well, you go ahead, because I know you're a parent of a few.
I mean, you go right. I mean, that is bad parenting. You know what I mean? I mean, the whole year you tell your kids, don't trust strangers, don't talk to strangers. But this one day, I'm gonna go ahead and give you into the hands of a stranger.
Damn right.
You understand? And it's just it's what they call it, hustling backwards.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have no morals, no standards. You know
right.
what I mean? So yeah, you're so right,
And right now is this book, Halloween and Orthodox Christendom, and you good on the precept, but the first one I would need is Jeremiah 10:1-3. So Halloween and Orthodox Christendom. The general practice of the Christianized Roman Empire was to convert pagans as quickly as possible. So Christianity that first line tells you everything you need to know right there. Christianity was trying to recruit pagans as quickly as possible. So when you look at the IUIC, for example, they're going to tell the Black community whatever they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a little more blackety black versus what Martin Luther King say. But that group would say one wife. You got to be making money to be in this congregation. Tell you all these things to where you look at them and say, this is the way to go. This is how I'm supposed to live. This is the type of order I'm supposed to have. So the general practice of Christianized Roman Empire was to convert pagans as quickly as possible. However, the pagans were reluctant to give up their false god and ancient practices, so pagan religious practices were appropriate in order to encourage the pagan. The conversion conversion, this is accomplished by renaming pagan holidays and changing their symbols to reflect Christian themes. So even looking at the Dawada, everybody believes the Dawada is something wicked when it's not. That's just King David, Magun Dawada. But these pagans had to turn their beliefs or however they believed in to where it can correspond with Christianity. Because again, back when our grandparents and them, Halloween, that's the devil's holiday. You ain't doing this. They didn't even like you playing poker with cards because they thought it was so wicked.
Right.
So in his book of I can't say this word, y'all. Catholicism, something like that. In his book of Catholicism, the Catholic faith, Louis Rivera Moro proudly boasts of the Roman Catholic Church practices of renaming pagan festivals in order to encourage conversion to the church. In the history of the church, we find that the often Christian crescent. It's some of these Greek words, y'all. Some of these Greek words is crazy.
Right.
Christian pagan festivals, making use dates and ceremonies and endowing them with a entirely new and Christian signification. In her book, Witches, Christian holidays were deliberately set at times that they have been sacred since the earlier pagan days. The Christian knew the power paganism had over the people, usually renamed rather than reinventing the holiday. So instead of reinventing it, they just gonna change the name. Like you got Halloween, they call it Halloween once upon a time. Then they call it where is it? All Souls Day, All Saints Day. They try to make it. They try to just smooth it over, make it just to where everybody is welcome. God loves everybody. It's just a piece of candy.
Right.
It's just a black cat. They say certain things like that to where everybody could come. So now Christianity, we all know that's the biggest and the most disgusting weapon known to man on this earth. Christianity wiped out so many nations. I mean, from the Turks in Egypt all the way over to the Europe, all the way to America, down goddamn to South America.
Right.
So let me continue. Make sure I ain't forgetting nothing. Pause real quick. So going back to Halloween and how it corresponds with Thanksgiving and Hallows Eve and Christmas, all these days are just to observe the time. And the scriptures say, don't be dismayed by the times in the sky. And when it says it's to observe the time, we all know Halloween, once Halloween breaks, we know winter coming. There ain't nothing that grows. Once Thanksgiving coming, we know Christmas is right after. Then the New Year's. But little do people know, when you celebrate Halloween, and this is how conflicted America is, guys. Halloween over there in Ireland in Celtic custom, that is the New Year.
Oh, okay.
That is the new Halloween is the New Year. To be exact, November the 2nd is the New Year. But they use Halloween to bring it all in because they say it's the new harvest. How the hell is the new harvest and nothing grows in the winter?
Right.
And then turn around America, what we do? Celebrate January 1st. And then us that really know the truth, we celebrate the Passover for April. So who is right?
Right.
That's how conflicted America is.
Right.
A house that is divided would not stand.
Damn right.
And you should obviously see that now. And there's so many black people, we worship things and we don't even understand what we worship. We say we do it for the kids. Well, your kid might be the one that get taken from a damn predator on Halloween. Right. Your kid might be the one that get poisoned by some of this candy that's out here. I mean, then what? You know what I'm saying? Your wife might be the one to get abducted for taking your kids out. Right. Then what? So, can I get Jeremiah 10:3, Baba Kashab?
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
So these customs don't mean anything. Nothing at all. I mean, it's foolishness. Go ahead.
For one cutteth the tree out of the forest.
In sidebar again. This is where it goes into Christianity. Go ahead.
The work of the hands, Salakia, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver, with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers.
So now it's talking about the evergreen tree. How is chopped down with the axe. It's fastened with the nails. It's decked in silver and gold. That's the ornament. This evergreen tree for Christmas is speaking about Nimrod.
Right.
In this evergreen tree, the whole spirit behind it that they try to condone is saying that all these evergreen trees that are green year in and year out is the spirit of Nimrod. And where the presents come from is once they put the Nimrod mom made some type of law to where people need to start putting presents under the tree of his tree that they put right there. And they basically bury him, put a tree on top of him, and said, if y'all don't put presents under here, he's going to haunt you and he's going to kill you.
Right.
So you're giving gifts to the dead when the Lord said, what was the precept? The dead knows nothing.
Right.
The dead knows nothing. And that's where we say it has something to do about Christ. But Nimrod, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he was Ham? Something like that. I mean, all these different customs is vain. All these other things we say we just do to bring the family together.
Right.
We coming together in wickedness. That's why every time 4th of July come around, you got brothers and sisters getting shot all through the road. You know, Thanksgiving come around, you got old stories, 10, 15, 20 years old about Uncle Larry molesting somebody. Or, you know, families damn near putting their foot on each other's necks about something they couldn't, you know what I'm saying, come mend ends.
Right.
You know, it's things like Christmas, you come together for what? Is it really the kids? Is it really love? Or is it really to see who can say, gimme, gimme, gimme? I mean, what is it really about?
Right. Now, it's just like that scripture say, what can you make straight that was already crooked?
Right.
I'm just trying to paraphrase it, but you can't make something straight that was already made crooked. You understand?
Right.
That's just something that we cannot do. You know, of course we're gonna try to smooth it out and say, this is the only time you can be with family. You know, we, like you said, we doing it for the kids.
Right.
You understand? Like, no, like you destroying that damn kid.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? It's like it.
No, and I mean, you're 100% right, man.
Right.
You are 100% right, because the scriptures say, do not turn your kid over to the fire.
Damn
and
right.
That fire is what's going to destroy that kid. That fire is what's going to bring them children into hell. We already in hell.
Right.
But now you're making their life, turning their life into shambles in hell.
Right.
So you have to, us as a people have to understand, we don't learn the way of the heathen, but we also have high holy days all through Leviticus 23.
Right.
And we also have, what else? We have civil days. And you can read that through Esther. You can read that through Maccabees. These are the days that the Lord ordained. These are the days that's okay.
Right.
And nothing happened. God,
right.
Boy, this brother right here, I don't want his first Passover and with his ribbon family was last year.
Right.
And this brother and sister still talk about it. Nothing bad to say. I mean, nothing happened.
Right.
You didn't hear nothing about nobody. Kids getting taken.
Right.
Phone, wallet getting taken.
Right.
Wife sleeping in the hotel with another brother. You never heard none of this.
Right.
But Thanksgiving, goddammit, it be your own family that's laying up with the woman in the bathroom. That's your woman.
Man.
I mean, it is really that tragic.
Right.
You know, sisters really out here sleeping with the cousin to help a brother get a job for New Year's, and so he can get taxes.
Right.
I mean, that's how poor it is. But again, the Lord set high holy days and silver days, civil days for us to, to indulge in. Because if you really serving the Lord, we have nothing to worry about.
Right.
Nothing at all.
Right.
So back to that, like I said, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, New Year's, all of that stuff is bam, 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 bam. At this point of the year is when people are broke the most.
Right.
Men and women go through more depression,
right.
more suicides.
Right.
I mean, more. I don't want to say it like this. More sexual abusing, more sexual abusing.
Right.
I mean, more of all that. Right. Why? Because this is the time of year to where the oppressors say the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are going to make us the most money, and they're going to do whatever they got to do.
Right.
I mean, what business is $2 billion? What business? I think it's Halloween. That's $2 billion corporation. I didn't even look into Christmas. There's $2 billion just for one night of giving up candy and costumes, and that's it. Man. That is it. Right. I mean, a couple of alcohol, a couple of drugs, right. $2 billion for you get sexually abused. I mean, for you to kill, unalive your brother. Right. For a sister to have to give up her last piece of what she got to what? To have fun? Right. To shake her behind with that slut fest dress that she got on? I mean.
No, you're so right, because listen, they bank on us,
right.
going broke during this time.
Right.
You understand? That's why, that's why I believe it's one of the reasons why they made weed legal. So
right.
they can bank off of us being depressed.
Right.
You understand? Ain't nobody, listen, man, brothers is depressed behind these damn holidays. So that's why they going to go smoke the weed. That's why they filling up the damn the liquor stores and buying every liquor off the damn shelf. Right. Because you got to take up 2 or 3 jobs just to try to keep up with the damn Joneses.
Right.
It's a lot.
No, that's right. That's 100% right.
Right.
And what makes it even worse is Christianity doesn't make it any better.
Right.
Christianity will say if he can't pay a bill, he ain't working, go somewhere else. Meanwhile, Christianity is going to tell you, bring them kids over here and have this trunk or treat.
Right.
Come on over here and have them sit on my lap and have a damn Santa Claus right here. Right. Christianity will tell you that, but meanwhile, the same pastor that support Christianity will say, you need to leave that man. But that pastor ain't gonna give you what you think you're gonna get just because he got a little bit of what he got. Right. So, I forgot what that was. So you done with that, Jeremiah?
God, I just went through verse decorated with silver and gold. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. All
right, can I get Deuteronomy 18 and 9, 15?
Say Deuteronomy 18?
18 and 9. So us as Israel, we have to understand that the Lord has something specific for us. The Lord, he gave us an allotment of land. In that same land that those Canaanite, Girgashites, just Hamites at all, Ham being African for the people who don't understand. The Lord gave us that land to go in there and fight for that land, to go over there and give our life for that land. But the reason why we're in this captivity and we're not in that land is because we refuse. We choose to be slaves like Amari Stoudemire and Floyd Mayweather. We're not in that land because of those type of people. Right. We get so fixated and amused on behalf of what these other nations got going on. We forget exactly who we are and what we stand for. Right. Because let's be honest, what is Juneteenth in Black History Month? What is that? Right. We teach Black history every day in the school. Damn right. So what is 1 month? Right. To talk about what? Martin Luther King? Right. Malcolm X? Right. Come on. Like we have to understand what is our holiday. Well, Christmas has nothing to do with us. New Year has, and God, war even being in the world, just in enjoying all of this stuff the oppressor give us. Right. It's something spiritually that the Lord put in us. You can tell, like, this is a white person holiday. Excuse me, this is a oppressor holiday, but I'm still going to enjoy it. Right. Like, we know that. Right. They let us off like the banks are closed. Right. What if I got to get money? The bank is closed because he said the bank is closed for his holiday. Right. When do we get that power to shut a bank down? Right. Or to shut down Chick-fil-A on a Saturday? Right. Our people are so fixated on this lie and all this we've been bamboozled. Right. Simple as that. I know you guys don't know.
No, because everybody, all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans know that the oppressor is the devil. Right. You understand? So anytime these holidays come up and you be like, hey man, y'all celebrating Thanksgiving, and be like, yeah man, it's just for the family. Like, you know what happened on Thanksgiving? Right. Yeah man, we know man. We just you know what I'm saying? Like, as a people, as a whole, we know. Right. We know, but they don't make us stop though. All right. We still gonna celebrate these holidays. Why? Because we plugged in. Damn right. We plugged in, and we haven't got unplugged yet. Right. You understand? That's why we teaching these classes the real Black history. You understand? For you to get unplugged and get plugged into your own damn culture. Right. You understand? It's lucky.
That's so right, man. Right. That is so right. In that little sidebar, and I'm glad you said that when it comes to Thanksgiving. Right. Because I remember it was last year, the year before, and I ain't gonna say no names, but it was a sister that wanted me to bring my rib over to their spot for Thanksgiving back when I was home. Right. And they knew I've been in the truth, in a little season 5-6 years now. Right. And they knew I was telling them, like, yo, my ribs are Gadite. Right. That's disrespectful. That's like a spit in her face, especially by me being her husband. Right. Oh well, y'all already know how this going on. This is family. And I'm scratching my head like, you are my family. Right. And you show no respect or understanding of the reason why I got to stand on a certain moral just because this is my wife. Right. You know what I'm saying? People came against my wife. And come to find out now by me being a native, and I'm looking at it like, y'all really don't give a damn about your own blood. Right. And that's why I respect and I honor why Christ said, who the hell is my mother? Who is my father? Right. And excuse me, my brother. Right. These are the people. Yeah, because Christ even said it like, man, excuse my words, I ain't bashing, but Christ just said, man, F that beat. Yeah, right. She ain't following the Lord. Right. And now looking at it, being in that position is like, you hate me like you hate Christ. Right. But go ahead.
No, you right on the money, because at the end of the day, like we don't give a damn about nothing but our own damn lust.
Right.
You understand? Like as long as it feel good to us, who the hell are you?
Right.
You understand? To take away this lust that I have for this damn holiday.
Right.
You understand? So they don't even understand how you resisting your flesh. They don't know how you resist. Like,
right.
What you mean you don't celebrate Christmas? You don't celebrate the greatest day in this damn captivity? You don't understand that? Like you don't feel the fa la 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 spirit? Like you don't feel that? You understand? Like no, you're not gonna have none of this turkey and dressing on this day? You tripping. You understand? We don't look at it as you're hurting somebody.
Right.
We don't look at it as somebody is, on those reservations, you know what I'm saying, lost their whole damn family behind this damn holiday.
Right.
You understand? Lost all of their damn history behind this damn so-called holiday, you know what I mean? And we don't give a damn. But let the damn natives celebrate, us, getting put into slavery.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let the natives damn make a date off of that and get to celebrating on that day. Oh, we ready to fight then.
Damn right.
Oh, you ready to fight. You understand? So we don't have no love for anybody but our own damn lust.
Right.
Slocky.
No, you're right. And it's crazy. It's been literally a little over a year now.
Right.
And still to that day, and just do mine. This is my blood.
Right.
From that day, I said some things, and I had to. Just because it's like, it comes to a point where it's disrespect.
Right.
And I said some things to her. She said it back. Her old man got on there. I got on his ass too. Pause.
Right.
And I let him know, like, she acting like this because of you. You know what I mean? Like, control that. And me and her never spoke again. And I'm all open arms. We can talk.
Damn right.
But if I have to say it again, goddamn it, I'm gonna say it again.
I'm gonna keep putting my goddamn foot down.
Right.
Damn right.
But I mean, it is what it is.
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Stand for something and fall for anything. We don't you gotta stand for this truth, man.
Right.
You gotta stand for this truth, man. And listen, man, we are here to protect our people, man.
Right.
Not your damn feelings.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
So, let me see, make sure I get this right, y'all. Salaki, y'all. A whole lot of stuff. All right, let me just jump all into it. So all right, so celebrating American holiday is basically just observing the time. So Christianity will allow you, they'll bend their rules because I mean, you come in the 70s, you couldn't be LGBTQ.
Right.
Think you going to church. Hell, you couldn't be LGBT and stand in granddaddy yard.
Right.
First thing, you like, man, what the hell wrong with that boy?
Right.
Or you got some sugar in his tank.
Mm-hmm.
But now Christianity comes to a point to where you can't dress like this to where everybody come together in here.
Right.
do this and that. Men sashay and XYZ because it's a money thing. They understand this is how we're going to be able to destroy a nation.
Mm-hmm.
Because look, this ain't nothing but daughter of Babylon.
Right.
I mean, that's all we living in Babylon right now.
Right.
And Sodom and Gomorrah also. So Christianity will allow you to bend. And they allow the Halloween and the Orthodox Christendom to, change Halloween into All Souls Day. The Purgatory. There we go. Purgatory Catholic Church made that for November 2nd.
Right.
And purgatory is nothing but how Christians say, like, waiting in the line to go to heaven. Everybody going through this Christian mindset was, if I die today, I know I'm going to be in the line. And if you look forward to look back, you bound to see somebody And always in my head, being a Christian, is like, when it's my turn to get to that gate, who I know that's going to walk out, who ain't going to be in that gate. We all had that type of thought some way, shape, or form.
Right.
So that's what purgatory is, waiting for the heaven's gate, but being in between the hell and not knowing which way.
Right.
So that's where the Catholic Church brought that up to where Christians say, well, I don't know where I'm gonna go. I'm going to heaven, or you don't know if you're going to heaven or hell. If you're sinning, goddamn it, you're going back to hell.
Right.
Period.
Right.
You ain't going to heaven, doing this Halloween and XYZ. You're going to goddamn hell.
Right.
Period. So that's where the whole purgatory terminology come from. That the Catholic, the Catholic Church,
right.
Catholic Church coined, but they coined it off the Celtics origin, the Pantheon. And what the Pantheon was, the Christianity and Catholicism, help me out. I could never get that word right. Those two right there would always come together and fuse together with the pagans and other beliefs. So it's just like how the fake Israelites and Muslims come together now. And then knowing Louis Farrakhan's a Christian, they all come together in this one doctrine and allow orgies to go on, or you can pray the way you want and you can do this and do that. So by that being said, if we was to come together with the people that's, the faking, it will automatically cancel us out.
Right.
Because the scriptures say, though hand join the, hand, the righteous would,
the wicked shall not go unpunished.
So therefore we're going to be punished with those Muslims and those fake Israelites because we come together in this one domain.
Right.
So that's where the whole pantheon was with the Christians and the Catholics and the Druids. And the Druids is just people that's in Ireland that's like judges and people who make laws and stuff. We'll get into it.
Right.
So those are all the people that come together and they do those things, but they all got different beliefs, so it's going to cancel it out.
Right.
So why are we falling into a Halloween doctrine? So continuing on. You got that precept? I don't think we got to it yet.
Right. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 9. When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations.
So the Lord, back to what I was saying, the Lord gave us an allotment of land. And we, the people that are currently on a portion of it are the Canaanite, the Girgashite, the Hamites, those people in that nature. Though the Lord gave us that allotment of land, but those people are the ones who possess it.
Right.
And when the Lord gave it to us, we understand we had our own land. We go to war for it, and we unalive ourselves or the enemy for that land. Go ahead.
Verse 10, there shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire.
So when we were in that land, or when we get that land back, those other nations, we shouldn't be allowing our kids to say, oh, I'm a Muslim, or I'm going to go to church, or I'm going to do Christianity, or girl, be single. You young, do what you got to do. Or brother, do whatever you got to do to pay them bills. Happy wife, happy life. You shouldn't be putting your daughter or your son through the fire.
Right.
Go ahead.
Or that useth divination, or an observer of time.
Go ahead.
Or an enchanter.
An enchanter is basically somebody who makes selling drugs, doing drugs. Come on, Christianity is a drug. Go ahead.
Or a witch.
A witch. Go ahead.
Or a charmer.
A charmer. Somebody like your Christian pastor. Somebody like your mom that said, baby, you are young. You 20 years old. Enjoy your life.
Right.
Enjoy your life. Do what you got to do. Or your boy, go knock them all down, man.
Right.
Knock them all down. You know when she the right one.
Right.
Go ahead.
Or a consulter with familiar spirits.
And those people, just like back to Halloween, y'all think y'all talking to ghosts and spirits and demons and XYZ. Go ahead.
Or Salakia. Or a consulter of familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord.
So this whole Halloween spirit that you parents allow your kids to indulge in, you got to understand, you got to take up that blood when it comes to your child.
Right.
Because the scriptures say, raise a child in the way that she should go. They should go.
Right.
So if you're just allowing them to do whatever and you only teach them what you want them to learn on Sunday, you have to answer for that child's sin until they're old enough to understand and take accountability for it.
Right.
But again, you're not going to know it if you're not in the ISUPK.
Damn right.
Because the IUIC will tell you whatever you want to hear. They will tell these women whatever they got to tell. You know what I'm saying? Tell these women whatever to get men up in the goddamn chairs. These Muslims, they Muslims in days selling dope at night.
Right.
Come on. Go ahead. No, I thought you had something.
Oh, no. Salakia, I was just thinking about a video that I think Jeremiah Hyman brought out one of his classes, that the IUIC, instead of them doing the holidays, when the holidays come around, they still get together.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They still get together on them days instead of just sitting at home and just chilling.
Right.
You understand? They still get together. They still, come together on them days. What are you teaching your children?
Right.
You understand? You should just be sitting at home just chilling on them days.
Right.
Why? Because you shouldn't show any, like what you brought it out earlier. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't want to be seen as one of those people.
Right.
You know what I mean? We shouldn't be gathering on no damn Sunday morning. You understand? Not in that way.
Right.
Because you're going to be seen, oh, y'all having church. You know what I'm saying? You won't be seen gathering together on them days because you're going to be looking like you doing some wickedness over there.
Right.
You understand? So, you should just separate yourself from all of that and just do what the Most High told you to do.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Salaki.
Damn right. That was the end of that precept?
Carl, unless you want to go on you want to go to 13?
Let me hear it.
It says, thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God.
You should be perfect. Now this is really specifically for the Christian. You should be perfect. Is your God, does he dwell in Halloween? Does your God, walk around with a skull and crossbone? Does your God sit here and say trick or treat? Does your God haze people in the middle of the night?
Right.
Does your God, pour the whole blood with a hexagram? Does he burn crosses in the yard?
Right.
God, the Lord is perfect. And you as a Christian know that's wickedness. So who is doing it wrong? You or the Lord? You might say the Lord because they don't believe it in no way.
Right.
You'll show me Leviticus, the Lord said don't eat pork, and they be looking at it like, that ain't no P, that's an H. He's like, hey, y'all Christians,
Christians find anything to get over.
What?
Anything, man. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous how they try to swivel around these scriptures, man. It's like, really, man?
Right.
You understand? You that damn weak. You know what I mean? You that weak to where you see it, but you can't do it, huh?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the point of Christ saying, man, who is my mother and who is my brother? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you that weak, I can't be around you, huh?
And so, hold on, keep going. I think there was a little more on that.
Salakia. It says, verse 14, for these nations which thou shalt possess, hearken unto observance of times, and unto thy diviners. But as for thee, the Lord thy God hath not suffered thee so to do. Verse 15.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
So we got to understand, our people, we were told to assemble by the Lord. You know what is Zephaniah 2:1? The Lord said, gather ye yourself together, O nation not desired.
Right.
We have to understand, black African Americans or, Judites, Negroes, they've been in slavery in America for 400 years. Then you got the Mexicans and Native Indians probably been in slavery around 500 to 600 years. And that's the reason why we need to gather together, because we all didn't have that same custom of what we adopted now. Why haven't we ever just came to the thought of like, what the hell were we doing before we got here?
Right.
Did we have some? They look at Hanukkah as if that's a foreign goddamn holiday.
Right.
And I even did in high school, like Christmas come around, I hear Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah.
Right.
And I knew those are something different, but I'm like, that shit weird. So like,
right.
I'm like, that junk weird. Right. Christmas is what it is.
Right.
Now we observe Hanukkah because it's our holiday, and now we actually look at Christianity like that's a lie and that's wickedness.
Right.
What have you ever even tried to observe these other holidays? What is ours? Juneteenth isn't ours. Right. Black Lives Matter is not ours.
Right.
What else they got that they say is ours?
Damn. You said Juneteenth.
Right.
Even the Black history that they gave us, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? The month that they gave us, it's like, that's not ours.
Right.
They just gave it to us so we can just shut the hell up.
Right.
You understand? Like go over there and sit down somewhere. You know what I mean? So to give you the shortest month, you understand? Whereas two other holidays, they got President's Day in there, Valentine's Day.
What, is Mother's Day in there too?
That's in I think that's in May. So but they give you two other holidays in the damn month, and it's the shortest month of the year.
Right.
You understand? So that lets you know that the disrespect is there. So why would we accept it?
Damn right.
We know that these things is happening. The problem is we ain't strong enough to just say, you know what?
Right.
You know what I mean? Let me just walk away from this.
It's right, and that brings us back to these so-called conscious cat.
Right.
Like they speak all this blackity black, but what are y'all doing?
Right.
Y'all speak on these. Everybody just want to battle Captain Zarya just to see if they can get a win over.
Right.
And after you get demolished, you don't hear about nothing that they doing.
God.
They so blackity black. We gonna do this for the black people. Black people need to do this and that. But y'all are the reasons why the people who are lost gotta support Juneteenth. You know what I mean? They gotta do this whole what was it? The month.
What? You talking about the Juneteenth?
No, the month we were just talking about.
You talking about Black History Month?
Yeah, Black History Month. Y'all the reason why they do that because they don't know and y'all not even willing to come together for the truth, man. Not something you think or no Greek or Roman mythology. Like it's the truth.
Right.
Oh, can I get Jeremiah 2:13 by Bashar? And now we about to get to rolling. This is where all the good stuff. Jack-o'-lanterns and where this whole in Christianity, y'all can say what y'all want. That whole I plead the blood BS.
Right.
If you ain't know, you gonna hear the Druids. They're the one who are addicted to bloodshed on that holiday. Right. They plead the blood. God damn it. They plead the blood. I'm telling you. When I show you, you're gonna be like, damn.
Yeah.
What? Y'all stay tuned. Go ahead.
What is that? You said Jeremiah 2:3?
2:13.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
For my people have committed two evils. Mm-hmm. They have forsaken me, the fountain of the living waters.
So you forsaken the Lord, and the fountain of the living water is the sword, is the Bible.
Right.
This is what you need to survive.
Right.
You need water to survive. Period. You can't live but so long without water.
Right.
And the water is the sword, and that's what the Lord given us.
Right.
You forsaken that. Go ahead.
And hew them out cisterns.
In cistern. Go ahead. Keep on.
Broken cisterns.
Broken cistern. A cistern is nothing but let me see.
Something
a can
that hold water or something like
that.
that.
Yeah. It's like just example like a cistern, something that hold water. And go ahead.
Broken cisterns that can hold no water.
So if this is a cistern and I pour water into it,
right,
and then I poke holes into it and it doesn't hold water,
right,
the water that the Lord has given us, we put it into a cistern that ain't even gonna hold it.
Right.
So you forsaking the Lord and you using this, what? The cistern is pointless.
Right.
It's pointless. You got something on that?
No, go ahead. I'll keep rocking and roll.
Yeah, it is pointless.
Right.
That cistern is supposed to hold that living water the Lord gives us.
Right.
But yet you forsaking the Lord and you allowing that water just to go wherever it's going to go.
Right.
Go ahead.
Is Israel a servant?
Is Israel a servant? Go ahead.
Is he a homeborn slave?
Is Israel a homeborn slave? You sending the jet over to Israel. Meanwhile, these people over here in Michigan, in Florida, in Mexico, in Watts, California, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, hell, right here in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Those people is the one who need these funds. Right. Those people are the one who need saving and help. You know, the brothers and sisters that's going to go out here on Halloween are the ones who need the help. Right. But are we a homeborn slave? Are we going to be the one to help the oppressor continue to keep this kingdom running? Go ahead.
Why is he spoiled? The young lions roared upon him and yelled, and they made his land waste. His cities are burned without inhabitation. Also the children of Nopa and Ta have broken the crown of thy head.
All right, we good on that. But are we a homeborn slave, man? We commit two sins against the Lord, man. Right. And when we forsaken the Lord and that cistern allow all that water to run out of there, that's when we start becoming a homeborn slave. Right. That's when we start becoming, you know what I'm saying, a house Negro. Right. You know, Floyd Mayweather, Amari Stoudemire, and everybody else in the industry, even your Nick Cannon. Right. You know, and Kodak Blacks and all of them that think they're in the truth. Right. Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Umar. I mean, the line is too long. Right. I mean, God, where it's crazy, and that's how I know we in tune with the truth. I know more brothers that claim they in the truth doing some foul, deceitful crap versus the oppressor that do it in our face. I can only name a few oppressors, but I can name 1,000 all people who just doing foul stuff. And that's because I came into the truth and we're wise now. Damn right. We're wiser. Right. You know, you got something?
No, you right, because that wisdom, man, now that you can actually see it out, right. You understand? Like before coming into the truth out, you couldn't see nothing. You understand? All you could see was what you wanted. Right? What you needed. Right? But then when you come into the truth out, it's like, oh my God, my people need this. Right. You understand? Like now you out here with a burden on your back. Like, oh my God, I gotta get into this. I got to teach, this history class on Halloween. Right. I got to teach them about this. I got to teach them about that. You understand? Now you in the damn library looking up words and trying to figure out certain things, like, because you know that your people need this out. Right. You understand? You start looking at your people like, damn, man. Let me talk to this sister about the way she's dressed. Right. Let me talk to this brother about smoking weed. Let me talk to this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just becomes something that you have to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's imperative. And if I could, let me share this real quick. I went to a wedding this weekend, right, for my niece, and they had it at a damn Christian church, right? So me and my son Quincy,
it was just stinking.
Oh man, it's nasty in there. It's just nasty in there. But the scripture you brought out earlier, you know what I'm saying? Train up a child in the way he should go, right? So we walk in that place, me and Quincy, right? Me and my boy Quincy walk in there,
right?
And I'm looking around, I already see it, you know what I'm saying? But he looks around, he like, hey,
what the?
They got a white Jesus and a black Jesus in here. I said, you see the confusion? You understand? He like, yeah, it's bad. I said, yeah, it's bad in here. You understand? Like you can see it on the people, but it's on the walls too. So it's surrounding you. So that's the confusion that our people are in the midst of every time they walk inside of that damn church. If the kids could see it, I know that we teaching our kids the right thing. That's confusion.
Right.
You walk in, you like, oh, he white and he black. You understand? Like, what are we teaching our kids here?
Damn right.
You understand? So those places will teach that Halloween is okay. That you can dress up, put a costume on, and go and send them over there to Mr. Larry's house that we know is a damn pedophile. But we gonna trust him to give us some candy. You understand? Salakias.
I mean, hey, shout out to that young brother right there, man.
Right.
And that right there, what you said, and I remember you brought up another story like a week or two ago about your daughter understanding and knowing. That is righteous fatherhood.
Right.
That is a priest life. That is how you raise your child.
Right.
And I respect and I love when also that brother, but General Muhammad always say, my kids, my kids, my kids. And I understand because we're all ignorant to certain things. That man, he has a full understanding.
Right.
And again, we got kids. It's the ones that's in the world.
Right.
It's the ones that want to do Halloween and Thanksgiving and XYZ. You are our child.
Right.
Because the scripture, again, said, raise a child in the way that they should go.
Right.
If you're still doing child things, you are a kid. Your age doesn't mean a damn thing.
Damn right. Damn right.
So, this is going to that precept done or?
Khan, you dropped that thing. Yeah, it was over with.
All right, so you go to Proverbs 1 and 22. So, now this is the Druids and the Jack-o'-lantern. And the Druids, they're nothing but people that make laws and religious leaders, and judges. Like, all right, let me put it this way. The Isupk, we are the truth. Right. The Sadducees and Pharisees is these fake camps out here, these other little Israelite camps, Christian organizations, Muslim mosques, all of those are Sadducees and Pharisees. Right. But when it comes to the Druids are the Sadducees and Pharisees in that era when it came to the Celtics. The Celtics aren't the truth, but they are the people who are true to their belief. And the Druids are like the Sadducees and Pharisees, believe you can do this, you can do that, twist scriptures or beliefs or whatever. And they're a religious leader and the judges. And again, they snatched all the Celtic culture. So with these people, the Druids and jack-o'-lanterns and trick-or-treat, the Druids originated the practice of hollowing out turnips or potatoes and filling them with human fat. Human fat. Go ahead and ask me how they get human fat. Go ahead.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, how the hell do you get human fat? Why would you want to? Okay, go ahead. I don't even know how to ask the question.
Human fat. Whenever a raiding party comes to a home to demand of the husband that someone's inside to be surrendered as a human sacrifice. So, let's stop real quick. This is how you know the oppressor is the devil. Right. Because back in the 1800, even further back, them same devils came to the house, burning crosses, kicked the door in with a shotgun, and who they take outside, whip his ass and hang him in the tree. Right. Granddaddy. So these people are pulling this custom on their own people. The Sadducees. The same how Sadducees did Christ. Right. Those Sadducees in that era to those people are doing the same thing to them Celtics. So the oppressor would do it to his own people. Right. So let me continue. Whenever a raiding party comes to a home to demand of the husband that someone inside be surrendered as a human sacrifice, they would light a jack-o'-lantern filled with human fat. If the husband relented and provoked one of his loved ones as a sacrifice, the Druid party would leave a burning jack-o'-lantern on the porch. This lantern would tell the other raiding parties in the demonic host that this home has surrendered a human for sacrifice, and that the remaining people inside were to be left alone. So when it comes to the jack-o'-lantern, basically, we go to somebody's house, you know, we do some dirt, sacrifice somebody in there that the Father led us, or the Father give his life, and we burn a pumpkin with human fat, and that let the same people that's running around have an understanding like, well, that house already been raided. You know, they're good.
Right.
So do mine. That's where the whole trick come from.
Right.
I mean, excuse me, that's where the treat come from. That ain't the trick. That's the treat.
Okay.
So, all right, so let me continue. This guaranteed that no one else in the house would be harmed was the treat. If the husband refused to surrender one of his loved ones, a trick would be placed upon his house. The members of the raiding party would draw a large hexagram using human blood on the front door. So a hexagram is nothing. Let me draw it out real quick so people don't, you know, for y'all don't even know. This is a hexagram. And if you know rock music, that's what the Europeans use. But they will also get blood and what they say, put around their door.
Right, you put it on their door, like
draw a large hexagram using human blood on the front door. They got the blood for the hexagram from a dead, unalive body, which they dragged around with them. So what happened to the blacks that were, unalive and ran through the woods and through the gravel like with the horses? Even back when it came to Egypt, we put blood, around the door to save our life.
Right.
But if you didn't do this, this is what they were going to do. I mean, these are some devils, bro. Go ahead.
No, you're right. I mean, if you think about just the torture of these people just love blood.
Right.
They love it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like these people, I mean, who thought of this,
Man.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to be a sick individual or sick people to, think of things like this.
Right.
Like, that's, you know what I mean? I don't think we know who we underneath.
Right.
I don't think we know who this oppressor is.
Right.
You know what I mean? We loving and friending these people as if these are the same people that's enslaved you. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's unbelievable.
Hold on. Let me bring it back to
Right.
earlier in class. I did say Christianity and Catholicism was doing their own little thing in the pantheon.
Right.
Do mine. The and with the whole Celtics, the Christians and the Catholicism, they had their hands in with that. But the whole so-called Pharisee, let me just say Druid, they was against the Celtics, but the Christians celebrate Halloween and do everything like the Celtics were doing.
Right.
And like the Druids, doing the whole pumpkin. They're doing a whole this and a whole that. So you mean to tell me there's no wickedness in Christianity?
Right.
At all? I mean, Christianity is sacrificing people's lives left and right. They taking lives, I mean, they taking lives. They ain't giving their life.
Right.
They doing everything else that's against the book. But these people was doing the same thing on just one holiday. And it was a trick or a treat to them. I mean, trick or treat me, I'm going to trick you or I'm going to please myself.
Right.
The demonic host would be attracted to the hexagram and would invade the house, causing one or more of the inhabitants to either go insane or unalive from fright. Various names for the jack-o'-lantern through the years have included Lantern Man, Hobbo Lantern, Willow the Wisp, Fox Fairy, etc. Jack is a name for John, which is a common slang word meaning man. Thus, jack-o'-lantern literally means man with a lantern. Many legends have grown around the word jack-o'-lantern. Let me go to the next page, y'all. Jack-o'-lantern according to the Slagi, y'all. It's just so much. A man with a lantern. Many legends have grown up around the lore of jack-o'-lantern. According to some, Jack is wandering soul trapped between heaven and hell. Another tale about a drunk named Jack who made a deal with the devil claims to be true origin of jack-o'-lantern myth. Also, he is the same one who can't go to heaven because he was his wickedness, but he can't go to hell because he was torturing the devil. Now, where the hell is he gonna go?
Right.
I mean, this is what Cap saying. This is Christianity is foolishness.
Right.
Well, I mean, come on.
Right.
Oh, so we getting through it. We getting through it. So the origin of Halloween can specifically be traced to the. You got that precept?
We said Proverbs
1:21.
Con.
I be getting caught up reading and enjoying it.
Right.
No, go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 21. Mm-hmm. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates.
This Proverbs 1:22? I said 1:21.
You said 21 or 22?
1 and 22.
22. Salaki. The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long us simple, slow people, and I don't want to call us that, but let me say ignorant. I think that's a better word. How long will our people be ignorant to the simple things in life?
Right.
If you put your hand on a hot oven the first time, you know it burns. Our people put both hands on both eyes and then put our head in the goddamn oven and expect to walk out with no burns, cuts, or bruises. How long are we going to keep being simple to the simplicity, man?
Right.
The Lord tells us Halloween is going to destroy a lot of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians this year. Just something big. Expect what's going to happen now because the open air get by your oppressor.
Right.
Come on, this is the time Black, Hispanic, Indians come together.
Right.
Period. Point blank, man. No cuts, no shape, no nothing.
Right.
Go ahead. No, that might have been it.
No, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
And the scorners delight in the scorners delight in their scorning. Y'all people enjoy just headbutting the truth, man.
Right.
Y'all enjoy it. And what is that? The fools.
And fools hate knowledge.
And the fools hate knowledge.
Right.
Me and this brother been trying to fish. If me and this brother against 10 brothers about the truth versus 10 different beliefs altogether, what they're going to do, the Bible's a lie.
Right.
The Bible's a lie. So if the Bible's a lie, how does 10 of y'all got the truth?
Right.
And they don't even add up.
Right.
These people, they hate to say the Christ is the black man. You can't smoke weed.
Right.
You can't sleep with European women.
Right.
You can't do Mother's Day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Damn your birthday.
Right.
You know, I mean, let's keep going. Let's run it down. I'm damn broken.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Black Lives Matter ain't nothing. Like,
right.
They hate hearing it because of Christianity. What they did, they bended.
Right.
Christianity allowed them, let's talk to them this type of way. Let's talk to them that type of way. God damn the smooth words. Man.
Right.
The smooth words is not going to help our people.
Damn
it's
right.
to the point where how we living now and the hell we going through, we need somebody who's going to tell us, shut your damn mouth and just listen.
Damn right.
I mean, just understand what you're doing right now. You can potentially lose your life and have your kids lose their life. We need people like that now.
Right.
Because Christianity did that for a couple hundred years and it has not changed anything.
Right.
Now is the time to understand when a brother raises his voice, it's to correct. Right. Or it's to counsel. It ain't always what you think it is. But you're only going to get that under Commander General Young
right.
in the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge.
Period.
That's the only way you're going to get it.
Damn right.
The only way you're going to get it. Go ahead.
Verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
So the Lord will pour out that spirit unto you and he'll make his words known. But how can he do it if you keep saying, we doing it for the kids?
Right.
We doing it. You know how many brothers are locked down in the penitentiary right now behind selling drugs to make ends meet for their children? And their mother does not send anything back to their father.
Right.
He moved on. He was doing that for the children.
Right.
You know how many women throw themselves around left and right, man to man, for Christmas to pay for them badass goddamn kids?
Damn right.
Do you know how many women destroy their body because the children to make they sad ass happy?
Right.
Come on, man. Come on.
Right.
And the Lord, he would not pour that spirit out onto you if you keep making those simple excuses.
Right.
Like you're going to do for Halloween. It's just candy. Let's just take them to the church.
Right.
It ain't going to work, man. Because the Lord might just allow a tractor trailer brakes to go out at a red light and you right at that red light.
Right.
That might just what happen. You never know.
Right.
I mean, anything man-made ain't official.
Damn right.
Sister Ryan said, She said, right. She said, Salaki, I lost it. She said, right. We can come together for everything but the truth.
Right.
Come together for the Lord, for the truth, not Halloween. And the brother Trey Moore, hey, Shalom, checking in from KC. What's up, brother?
Shalom, shalom.
You know what I mean? You right on the money, you know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to damn hear the truth. You understand? And listen, the Most High, listen, man, Proverbs is killing it right now. I'm going to keep going, let me see. I'm gonna start at 23 again. It says, turn you at my reproof. Go ahead.
Say real quick. And Solomon, the wisest man,
right?
Ever lived. So this is, hold on, let me imply that.
Right.
The simple I don't know a damn thing.
Right.
I know a couple scriptures. I know what I'm being taught.
Right.
This is Solomon speaking.
Damn right.
This man was the wisest man who lived, and what he asked the Lord for wisdom. Go ahead.
Verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But verse 25.
So you mean to tell me the Lord told you?
Right.
And he put his hand out.
Right.
Like Jack did on Titanic. And your ass didn't want to grab that hand
right.
to get saved.
Right.
Or let me not say get saved, to get help.
Right.
You didn't want to do that. So, and then what happened if you don't want help from the Lord?
Right.
You fall into destruction. You're unalive. You know what I'm saying? You're a walking dead. Go ahead.
Verse 25. But ye have set a knot all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. Verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity.
And the Lord is going to laugh at you. And I know I don't want to get us kicked, but this Halloween, if you're going out here to these Halloween parties and you're smoking weed, and I'm going to start with weed, I'm going to say it 5 more times.
Right.
You're smoking weed and you dress like a goddamn skeezer, whatever happens, you might get by, but whatever happens, you deserve it.
Damn right.
You deserve it. And I'm not going to wish, you know what I'm saying, the sexual, physical abuse on women or any brother getting drugged.
Right.
But if it happens after you hit it, you deserve every portion of it.
Damn right.
And what you do, when it happens, you embrace it. Don't have nobody feeling sorry for it.
Right.
Because you have an option.
Damn right.
If it was your child, you will want justice and you'll do what you got to do for your child. So do what you got to do for yourself so you can get the same safety you will want for your damn child.
Damn right.
Period. Because after right now, hell, I don't give a damn.
Right.
Hey, I'm doing my job.
Damn right.
I'm doing my goddamn job.
Right.
My kids ain't gonna go to Halloween party.
Right.
My rib ain't going to no goddamn Halloween party.
Right.
I mean, hey, Lord be with you.
Right. I'm gonna do verse 26
I hate
again.
to say it like that.
No, it's got to be done, You know what I'm saying? Because our people don't hear nothing else.
Right.
They ain't hearing the pastors no more.
Right.
Them pastors is talking nice and smooth and kind to you and giving you everything you need. You understand? Well, you gonna want to hear this truth now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Listen, man, we giving you that father voice that you had, you supposed to have in that home.
Yeah, right.
Right? That father, he was supposed to be in that home correcting every damn body.
Right.
You understand? But we lost that. We ain't got no fathers in the home no more.
Right.
You understand? The scriptures say be a father to the fatherless. You understand? So that's what we trying to do here, man. Isupk on the command in your honor, man. This is what we doing, man. Helping our brothers become those fathers again. You know what I mean? Salaki. Verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Hey, Lord cracking.
Hey,
he
going in.
Hey, see, hey, let me sidebar. This is how
Come on,
Israel is. This is how Israel is.
Right.
So you mean to tell me you were scared? You were scared to fight? And that's how the Lord gonna look at you.
Right.
Oh, you scared to talk to women? You scared to talk to females? That's how the Lord look at you.
Right.
When you do that dumb stuff,
right.
Like, oh, you ain't learning.
Yeah.
Nigga, you did what again? You did what again? Like, and he gonna laugh.
Right.
That's how Israel.
No, yeah, you so right, He gonna be like, oh, you just had to have that candy, You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you couldn't wait.
You could just go to the store and get you a candy bar,
Right.
You understand? Oh, you had to go, you had to go dress up like Santa Claus,
Right.
You understand? Like, you know what I'm saying? You had to go get that tree. You know what I mean? Hey, no sweat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna laugh at your calamity.
Right.
And when your fear cometh, don't even sweat. I'm gonna mock you.
Right.
You understand? Hey, listen to verse 27 real quick. Huh?
Go ahead. This is a funny precept.
Right. It goes in. It goes in. Hey, verse 27. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
So the Lord just said, just like a father,
Mm,
just like a father,
mm,
son, do not sell those drugs.
right.
Don't sell drugs.
Mm,
Just go get another job. Come to me and your mama. We'll figure out what we can do to help.
right.
10 o'clock at night, you got to collect calls from Blase, and you find out he was selling drugs.
Right.
You know what the good father going to do?
Mm,
What was you doing out there? You was selling drugs? All right, no sweat. Let his ass sit for a week.
damn right.
Let him sit there. Let that ass get so on that cold pot, and he gonna come out, and he gonna hate it. But when he get older, he gonna understand and respect. Pops, I did deserve for you to do that.
Damn right.
Good? Because I mean, you're a parent. You look like you was about to tell me.
No. You listen. You so right, Doc.
Right,
Like he wouldn't be a father if he didn't do that.
right,
You know what I'm saying? You'll be trying. Listen, we run all over our fathers if they was like that.
right.
You understand? Like our fathers right now don't get no respect in their own homes.
Right.
You understand? We don't respect no authority in our homes.
Right.
So what we do? You understand? You're gonna sit on that cold thing. Why? Because your father ain't got no authority over you, right?
Right.
Now don't call me, because what he say? I ain't gonna answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see that damn collect call show up. I'm just gonna look over and be like, well, I told it. I told him.
20 cents.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about daddy,
Hey,
mama.
you got to man up.
Yeah.
It's time to man up.
Yeah, it's time to man up now. You know what I'm saying? So like it. Go
And
ahead.
what you saying is heavy,
Right.
And now we can slow it back down.
Right.
This is the problem when it comes to especially brothers, young brothers in the community, because mom always running to, you know what I'm saying, his rescue, his aid.
Right.
Whether it comes to, and I'm not saying fight the brother, whether it comes to a regular fist fight,
Right.
who out there egging it on and trying to defend the son against another brother, the mom. When the son out here doing something he ain't supposed to be doing, what the mom gonna do when the cops knock at the door? The mom. You know, when it come to the young cat out here getting his girl pregnant, what the first thing? Mama want to babysit him. You know, babysit the baby. Don't tell him to get a job.
Right.
Don't do nothing.
Right.
And then what happens when he get older? He become another, spittle that fall from above.
Right.
That's what happens.
Right.
Because the father isn't in the household, and you need that cold hand, like that cold hard hand,
Right.
to say no.
Right.
Good.
No, you're right. Like you going in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's exactly why our fathers is so much needed. Because of course, our women are nurturers.
Right.
You understand? They're going to try to protect as much as they can.
Right.
So, like you said, that boy go out there and get that woman. I ain't even getting on that girl.
Right.
I ain't did nothing. You better get out my son's face. And he ain't did that. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna go to bat for that boy.
Damn
You
right.
understand? Instead of that. Listen, man. Me and my real, we do this all the time. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the things that, when we come together, I can see the things that, you know what I mean, the boy is doing. I'm like, nah, he trying to get over you. And then she can see what my daughter is doing. She like, nah, she trying to get over you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to see them things, and you got to help each other out. Right. But if that father is not there, then what is that mother supposed to do? She gonna try to do as much as she can,
Right.
but she don't know when that boy gets old. What's the first thing them women say? Oh, you ain't nothing but a mama's boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? You always going to your mama to go help you.
Right.
You understand? And now this is exactly what we have out here.
Right.
You know what I
Damn.
mean? Yeah.
Drug.
Con.
I mean, I don't even want to talk about these babies. I
Right.
mean, grown ass women,
Right.
got goddamn baby girls that just learned how to walk, dressing like grown ass women, lace front.
Right.
I mean, that is the issue when it comes to us not coming together.
Right.
You know. Is that it? I'm pretty sure that was the bar for bar part right there.
Listen, this is bar for bar right here. This goes all the way in, but they can get this thing on their own if you just want to keep going out.
Yeah, let me get one more. They need to understand how cold-hearted the Lord can be.
Damn right.
You want to be a bad child.
Right. I'm gonna start at verse 28. It says, "Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me." Verse 29, "For that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord." Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna drop it right there. But that right there,
Right. So
that's a father.
so bring it back to Halloween. I
Right.
hate this knowledge.
Right.
Y'all gonna search for the Lord when that time get bad.
Right.
You in the hospital and you gotta identify somebody on this sheet of paper.
Right.
You know, when you don't know what happened, you just woke up dizzy and your body sore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now you want to search for the Lord.
Right.
On Halloween, it's going to happen. And I'm not gonna say that everybody I pray don't happen to none of them.
Right.
But it's going to be somebody that you know or you hear through the grapevine that fell victim to something on Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ, Pop. Shalom, Lord Christ.
Shalom Christ.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like you going in,
Even for one more thing, if I jump back in this
right.
Damn, my phone lined back. Even one more thing. Even with the schools put all of these holidays in you know what I mean inside the school for kids.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have young children, you got to start shaping them then. Because I'm to the point where every time a holiday come around, I'm taking both my soldiers out and bring their ass back to school the next day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe when they get a little older, 10, 15, whatever, they have an understanding.
Right.
But when they're young like that, I understand they're not going to remember, but you don't want them to think.
Right.
Because again, Halloween is going to be a whole bunch of decorations outside right now. Kids going up and down the road with their bike, driving in the car to and fro, wherever they're going.
Right.
And they see that. They get curious.
Right.
So when they go to school and see it again, now America is in their school, outside their school. Right. You know what I'm saying? On TV, everywhere. So just govern your kid a little bit. I mean, that's just something. Take them out of school on a holiday. I mean,
no, yeah, that's you right. Like you got to do what's best for your kids to learn. You know what I mean? And when they get older, like my rep can tell you, they call, right? Like they don't hesitate. You know what I'm saying? Both the son and daughter, they both call, be like, hey, can we do this? Right. You understand? Hey, can we eat this? You understand? So once they get older, they'll be able to say, hey, let me call my parents real quick to see if this is okay. Right. You know what I mean? So you'll be in the clear once they get older. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's how you know this school and brotherhood and sisterhood is so dead. Mm-hmm. Because just the brother you did a little clip on behalf of his hair, that happens so many other times. Right. And those people get put on Front Street when it comes to that. But if it comes to one of these UPK babies up in here, right, and you think you're gonna run a wool over us, or you think you're gonna post us on news, and right, the Lord is gonna destroy every piece of that goddamn whatever y'all involved in. Damn because right, these UPK babies, you can't do it. Yeah. You can't do it. Yeah. You can't. We pray that time come around. Right. So we can assert our authority over all men. Damn right. I mean, goddamn. Okay. No, you're right, but that's what we train for. Right. You know what I'm saying? And our kids is so stern and so solid. Even when they go into class, they cutting the damn teachers up on this. You know what I mean? Cutting the teachers up on their own history. Right. You know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, like, man, it's so powerful. Like, man, you're crazy. You know what I mean? Any of my damn kids called me talking about somebody that said something or did something. We pulling up. Right. You understand? And eating up. You know what I mean? Listen, we don't care. Old, young, listen, we'll tighten you up real quick, huh? You know what I'm saying? Show no pity to the old or the young. Well, go to 33 on that. You can relax after that. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 33. But whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil. So when you listen to your parent and they tell you certain things and you hearken unto it, you will be safe. Right. I mean, be home when before the street lights come on. Mm-hmm. That was number one rule if you go outside. Right. No matter where the hell you go, what you do. Right. If you back by that time, right, the Lord always was with you. Right. But what happened when you come in after dark? There's always something going on. Right. You know, and what's that old term? Nothing good come out after dark. Right. I mean, why you think that was something we dwell when we hearken, we dwell safely. Right. And that's what the Lord is saying. Don't do Halloween and XYZ and all this other stuff and origin, because nothing safe is going to come out of it. It's disgusting. Right. Right. So I'm going to jump back on an article real quick. I got two little pieces and we out of here, y'all. So I got the pumpkin out the way. Man, I can run through this real quick. So when it comes to child abduction on Halloween, I actually wanted to go on YouTube and see how they make these little clips and stuff. And at first, it was two kids went to the door and knocked on the door, and how they had it set up, it was whoever this actor dude was. He knew the actor and the parent was in on it, but they wanted to see how the child was going to conduct themselves. You know how you do certain things to see if he's going to do this or if he's going to do this, just to see. And it was two kids in Dumont. They was all European babies. There was none of ours, but it was two European babies knocked on the door. The guy, and I feel like he's one of those. He said, "Oh, the candy's in here. You want to come on in?" He opened the door and went inside. They came right on in. Then the next time it was 5. Then the next time it was 7, 10, and then all of them add up. You know what I'm saying? Just throughout the numbers, right. It was 15 kids. 15 out of 15 European kids went in that household. Wow! And just said it was candy. And one of the babies said he had candy downstairs in the basement, and it was a girl, and the older brother followed after the sister. And so looking at that, that's what happens in the world. That ain't even with us. So then with the next thing, when it comes to sexual abuse or the R word, or molestation, 50% of those Halloween parties, or 1/3 of, however you want to say it, is alcohol. When it comes to women being physically abused. And 6 out of 10 women believe that men see them as them asking for trouble because of what they wear. Right. And not recently, Oklahoma, a couple years ago, it was 2 European women that costume was them being RAPE victims. How the hell you play as what woman can act like that? So they went around and a guy actually approached them, and the cops seen just them approaching because they were acting. Let me say it like this. They say they were those victims. And it was a guy that just approached them, nothing serious. Right. But I don't know how the cops seen or knew anything, but that guy got arrested. Wow. Yes. Behind 2 younger, and I think they was 14 years old. Wow. Playing as those victims. It is like, so how can a child fathom of being a molested or a physically abused victim? Right. At 14 years old, what is that? Right. I mean, let's be honest. Like, you ain't running around with a thong up your ass, right? Or singing some Cardi B. You're acting like it already happened to you, right? So
it's a like it, but those are the same people that we talked about with the putting the what is it, the hexagram or whatever on the damn door. Right. These people are the devil, right? Huh? You understand? Like to it's like they gain off of your pain, huh? Right. You understand? Like, it's just like Thanksgiving. They gain off of that pain that people are going through. Right. That person that was assaulted, like, they gain off of that pain. They having a laugh off of that, huh? Right. It's unbelievable. It's lucky. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand it. Like, just thinking, like, from the psychological standpoint, me being a parent now, right. But if I was a parent over daughters and that hit the news, like, or if it was one of their daughters or both of their daughters, right? When you look at the news, how can you look at the news and say, my daughter really went around here dressed up as a costume, acting like an R victim? Like, what? I mean, that would really make you want to break their ass.
No, like that? No, like, real. I mean, that's just us. We blacks and Spanish, like, we don't play that. No. You understand? But let them do it? Oh, they're just kids being kids. Boys being boys. Right. You understand? That's all they would think. They ain't gonna think nothing no more than that. You know what I mean?
And go with that. Most of them that do it, a lot of these college parties really be where that stuff goes on. Right. You know what I'm saying? A woman or a man just leaving home, right. Freshman in school. Right. All the seniors want the freshman woman. Right. You know what I'm saying? And with the freshman cat, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go through the ranks to get your name right. Right. But even with them young girl, they think it's, oh yeah, no, you are about to get ran through. Right. I mean, the first time they get opportunity, you getting ran through with 5 other cats. Right. And you're gonna wake up sore. Like, I mean, that's just how it is. Right. But I just had to throw that out there, you know what I mean? Because that I kept seeing it and it was bothering me, but it's out now. Right. So with the Druid origins of custom Halloween, the origins of Halloween can specifically be traced to ancient Celts who lived in now what is Ireland, Scotland, Wales, North France, and one more, Britain. And their Druid priests, the end of October commemorates their festival for the waning year. when the sun begins the downward course, and the field's year ripped grain. Meaning, basically, they talking about the whole summer solstice and just observing the times, like I told you. So, let me see. And as a feast to dying sun was celebrated with human sacrifice, divination. The scripture say, don't do divination.
Right.
Divination and soothsaying and prayers. Jews believed that during this season, spirits walked and evils held power over the souls of men. October 31st, their New Year's Eve. I got the dates a little bit stuff. Their New Year's Eve, great bonfires was kindled. So, real quick, bonfires, what they talking about is how people gather together, drink, party, s'mores, whatever, around a fire pit.
Right.
Were kindled, where they thought to simulate the sun and to procure blessings from the entire seeding year. The fires remained burning as it meant to frighten away evil spirits. The Druids held these early Halloween celebrations in honor of Samhain, also known as Lord of the Dead. The Lord said the dead knows nothing.
Right.
So what are we doing? What are we doing?
Right.
Lord of the Dead, whose festival fell on November 1st. These bonfire or bonfire were also used in animal and human sacrifice, thus the name. The tradition of lighting a bonfire had. The tradition of lighting a bonfire has continued to modern time. The Druids believed that people needed to cleanse after they died. Samhain supposedly condemned the souls of the inhabitants of bodied animals. So with these whole bonfires, what they did, these European oppressors were so scared at the time of these bonfires. When they do the bonfire, they'll have certain people holding samar or security, and they'll constantly burn it. And what they'll do, they'll constantly keep it lit and burned because they were afraid that at that specific time, if the fire went out, evil spirits was going to come out.
Right.
But these evil spirits are afraid of light, so that's where also vampires come from. So they'll keep burning them, and they'll make it seem as if it would fight off spirit, which is still foolish.
Right.
I mean, bonfire nowadays, let's just kick it, drink, you know what I'm saying, eat, whatever we're going to do.
Right.
But that's the simplicity behind Christianity and all these other false doctrines and religion, cultural beliefs and religion and XYZ.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Halloween, I really don't see no purpose in it. Let's just be honest. Go broke for some candy. Go ahead.
No, I mean, you're so right. It's like there's really no purpose in it. Right. I mean, as a kid, of course, you just going to go get the candy.
Right.
Like you ain't even focused on nothing else. But listen, of course, yeah, we wanted the, Superman costume or whatever character you like.
Right.
But it was mainly for the candy, the free candy. Black people want free stuff. Huh? We want free stuff. And that was a day that we can go get us some free stuff. Right. You understand? Some free candy. We come home. But the first thing our parents do, what they do? Check the damn candy. Right. Because they know it's devils out there putting, back in our day, it was needles. Right? They put needles in your candy. Now they putting damn, what's that new drug now? They put fentanyl in your damn candy. Right. You understand? Like, listen, the white man is the devil. All right, the damn oppressor is the devil. So anything that he can gain off of, because like you said, this is a $2 billion industry right here. Right. Halloween is a $2 billion industry. We go broke off of all of it. You understand? We gain from nothing that these people, own. You know what I mean? They own Halloween. They own Thanksgiving. They own Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day. All of these places gain off of our people, man. Right. You know what I mean?
And it wasn't 2 bills, it was 9 bills.
9 bills?
Off just one night. One night for costumes, candy, drugs. I mean, you can't even implement drugs, maybe alcohol, because they ain't gonna put no number behind the drug.
Right.
But 9 billion just off of one wicked ass holiday. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
right. And I tried to say, yeah, it's so demonic and don't make any sense. It don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right.
You got any questions, bro?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. I'm closed out with this one.
Right.
Like, y'all, there'd be a lot of articles and everything like that.
Right. And what else are you gaining from this? You know what I mean? Bad teeth? You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking, like, what are we gaining from this? You know what I mean? You taking your kids to the damn dentist, you know, a month later. Right? Your kids is hyper, bouncing off the walls. You can't put them to sleep because they sneaking the candy. Right? You're getting so much candy. The kid, I mean, come on now. You ain't gaining nothing. You can't get no sleep. Right? You hoping that none of these candies got fentanyl in it. Right? What are you gaining? Worry? More worry? Like, how much work? Black people don't need no more worry, y'all. We got enough to worry about. Salakia.
Oh, what was that precept?
We was in Proverbs.
Is that the one where it said like witches and wizards and all that?
No, we was in Jeremiah. Was that Jeremiah 2? We was talking about that last one with the witches.
Yeah. So I remember we also spoke on behalf of with the voodoo and stuff weeks ago, and how you keep some, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, so simple-minded.
Right.
Even with the with the black cat. That whole belief system right there. When Black people look at black cat, they always think, oh, I see a black cat, bad luck gonna happen. But that whole black cat theory came from when it came from Ireland. It was because witches didn't want to be seen. Right. So what they'll do, they'll transition into being a black cat, so where they're not being seen. And it's just little simple stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, how foolish is it? I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna be a duck. Goddamn. Right. If you want to be a duck tomorrow, I'm gonna be a duck. Right. I'm gonna be a oppressor. Right. Caucasian man tomorrow. Right. And it's just those simple things to where they pushing Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community are the reason why we're so beat down to a pulp, man, and we don't have anything. Right. Because we fall into simplicity. We think that we were green people once upon a time. Right. We think that we're 10-foot giants once upon a time. And things of that nature. Like, where's all this coming from? I mean, who are we? When we came from Atlanta, overseas, what would we be doing? Right. I mean, come on. Right. Go ahead. No, I'm trying to find that precept. I forgot which one you was on. What you want to go back to? Who you want to hit? I believe it was. Was it Jeremiah? I know you was in Jeremiah. It was earlier. I ain't gonna sweat it. Right. Yeah, I ain't gonna sweat it. But yeah, man. So that's the history behind Halloween. It's this foolishness. Halloween really ain't about candy. It ain't. Halloween is just about, blood, unaliving people, things of that nature. The jack-o'-lantern is about unalive people, trying to scare off spirits. Scare off spirits. The whole people that's over that, took it from the Celtics and the Druids. The opposers, meaning the Druids, took that and turned it into their own little whiz, and then they just implemented inside of, Catholicism, Christianity, and whatever the third one, I forgot what the third one was, and they mix it all together. So going back to Christianity, it's a farce and a lie. Right. Period. I mean, ain't no way around it, man. And with that, man, again, I'm gonna tell you, with that whole precept, what was it? Proverbs 1:22. God. If y'all think the Lord playing, you go out there, don't call nobody. Right. Whatever happens, it happens. Right. All right. So that concludes my class. The announcements. All right, Shalom, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Barakatah to the brothers, Yahweh, Shemar, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, to the sisters. We're the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, starting out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And, under Commander Jeremy Muhammad, we're not affiliated with any other Israelite group, Muslim mosque, Christian organization, none of that. Right. If a brother and sister come into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves on the world. If a brother or sister has an interest if a brother or sister has an interest in the school, he or she must seek permission from the head to speak. If he or she has transportation, if he or she does not have transportation, the teacher will arrange it. Right. If there is not, which one? Which one is it? Come on, the branch to the ties, and then the brother, the truth. So, tithes is the commandment from the Most High, Malachi 3:8-10, Numbers 18:20-21. 10% of every penny of increase the Most High given. Pay to the ISUPK. Either give it to the teacher in class or mail your check or money to the ISUPK. Send tithes and donations to the Israelite School or UPK, P.O. Box 11, Upper Darby, PA 1908-9. All right. When a brother coming to school, coming to the ISUK to be a trooper, these are steps that need to be taken. For 90 days, a brother wear all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and war scarf for the spirit of warfare. This is a protocol, even if you are attending class online and not physically in the school. A trooper is not allowed to teach nor battle. They're not authorized whatsoever. They are to attend class and learn only. Next high holy day is the Feast of Purim, the 14th. No, Salaki, wrong one, y'all. Salaki. Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah, the 12th day of the 9th month, Thursday the 7th of December, 2023, for 8 days. And you can find that in First Maccabees 4, chapter 4, 52 through 61. Okay. I'm teacher officer Aishai Allah. This is a history class behind Halloween. Shalom.